Line off the lane, line off the lane. Precept off the precept, precept off the precept. So when you get everyone in the shop now then. First and foremost. Alright, we're live, yeah? Can't. Alright, yeah, first and foremost we're gonna give all praises, all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Baharaka Kadash. We're going to give double honors to the elders of the house of David that will and teach law. The elders of the root, the stem of many camps, man. Many of these camps that have branched out to their own doctrine and devices that some of them have gone into devices of, you get me? Well, 501c3 charter to be exact in that. So we more stem onto the elders of the house of David that are still around and didn't stem off into that worldly direction, you get me? Alright? Shalom to the children and to the women that are listening to their fathers, alright? Or the women to their husbands, alright? Shalom to the brothers and sisters out there that are making their bodies a living sacrifice. Women teaching the young ones, and the brothers out there on the highways and byways in the hedges. And Shabbat Shalom, man, to the elect, the hopeful elect out there that are building themselves up in the spirit, man. Alright, yeah, Kwamish.
Right.
Rises.
Yeah, man, Shalom to all the brothers and sisters out there that are keeping the law, statutes and commandments and being a light towards, them that are without, So yeah, so basically there's been a growing number of bank customers that are reporting unexpected account closures. Like many bank customers are reporting their accounts are being shut down without warning. And when they attempt to get an explanation, they have little success. Banks do this when they expect fraud, but many times the customers are innocent. And this is in America right now, man. There's a lot of banks that are just closing people's accounts for what? I don't know, only the Most High knows really. But there could be an agenda on this, do you know what I mean? And it's only soon gonna start happening over here as well. Like they said, they can shut down, even over here, I looked it up as well, they can just close your bank account automatically if they suspect like fraud or anything dodgy going on in your account. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
That's going into their digital currency that they're trying to implement now.
Yeah.
Because that's why I remember last week we were saying how Putin was moving back to the gold and to the zinc.
Yes,
and
and there was a brick coin as well. Yeah. They're trying to make a brick coin. Bricks coin, yeah. And yeah, if you can get me, King. Genesis. Yeah, so the bricks is like it's getting together of 5 nations. That's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Yeah, and this is, I don't know when this is made, but it's been around for a while. And these bodies together now, they trade, they have like trade with each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like that. Yeah, and they're adding new Turkey and France, they're adding new countries to it. And these are the countries that are obviously against Babylon, isn't it? And NATO, yeah, NATO. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you could get me a Genesis, I think it's 47 and 15, because I brought this one out before still, but this is definitely relevant to what's happening now. Go on, bring it out.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 15.
Yeah.
And when money failed.
And when what?
And when money failed,
yeah,
in the land of Egypt,
yeah,
and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph,
yeah,
and said, "Give us bread."
And what?
Give us bread.
Yeah.
For why should we die in thy presence? for the money faileth.
So yeah, man, when these times come, and you know there is no bank, and you know this is what these people are gonna be running around looking for, the real bread, isn't it? And that's the bread of understanding. You know what I mean? And the wisdom. Get me Isaiah 33:6, because you know money's not gonna hold us in the days of famine. Like, you know, a bank account with zeros and digits on a machine are not gonna save us or save you in the time of famine and war and destruction. You know, it's gone.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6.
Yeah.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time.
Shall be the what?
Shall be the stability of thy time.
That's right, man. So that's what's going to keep us stable in the times of famine and war and pestilence, is having a stable mind and knowing that wisdom is going to uphold us, and the Most High is going to protect us under His wings, you know? Like it says in, I think it's Psalms 91. Get that as well, quick, off the shop. Psalms 91 and verse 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91,
Yeah?
verse 1.
Yeah.
And it says, He that dwelleth in the secret places of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, go on.
I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge.
He is my what?
He is my refuge
Yeah.
and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust.
And that's what we do. We trust in the Most High, man. We trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right.
That He's going to be able to deliver us in those days. Yahweh Ratazah. Go on, read.
Verse 3. Surely He will deliver thee from thy snare
Yeah.
of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
So that's it. And you know, the snare and the fowler, like we know that, you know, Esau and his devices is what he uses as a snare to keep us entrapped. And he is the fowler. You know, he's the one that's out here searching for our souls. Do you know what I mean? And this is why they're doing them things there. And they're, you know, cutting off bank accounts, you know, withholding certain things from certain people. And this is all their agenda, you know. So on the next one now, we've got something. Alright, so tornado strike hits North Carolina, injuring many, like several, and damaging homes. Says the roof was torn off of the Pfizer building, and much of the plant was destroyed. A Sky News helicopter flew over the site where trailers were overturned, the roof was crushed, and the building was splintered. So the county sheriff told the news he heard reports that 50,000 pallets of medicine were destroyed when the tornado hit Pfizer. And we all know, like, we don't have to spell it out who Pfizer and what they were doing in 2 years ago when that whole thing hit the fan. Yeah, lockdown and the pandemic. So yeah, man, all praises Jehovah Shemel Shai that it's destroyed them. Like 50,000 pallets of medicine. You know what I mean? It could have been them things that they're jabbing people with. You know. So King, if you can get me it's Proverbs 10:25. Sure. Proverbs 10 and verse 25.
This is the book of Proverbs,
Yeah.
chapter 10, verse 25.
Go on.
As the whirlwind passeth,
Yeah.
so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation.
That's right, man. So the wicked is no more, man. The people that are behind all these that company in general, they are wicked men. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are ruling the earth in wickedness. So, you know, there was a reason the Most High sent that tornado down there, innit?
Oh.
Because, yeah, that whirlwind. Because obviously, you know, it's all on the Most High's time, innit? You know? They're trying to push wickedness out before, like, you know, the Most High's got it all down to a T, you know? When he wants everything to kick off is when it will kick off. You know what I mean? Get me Jeremiah 23 and 19. Go on.
Isaiah 28 and 2. Behold, the Lord have a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hell and destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, cast down to the earth with the hand.
That's it, man. Mighty winds, man. These come from the Most High, man. They, he's always tried to say that, this and that, and he's got explanation for everything, but that's not what the Most High says. Go on.
Got another one. Isaiah 28, 9 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earth and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire.
That's it, man. This is the Most High, man. It's spiritual, but you know what I mean. The natural man is not gonna understand these things. He's just gonna think that it's the Most High is the one that. The man is the one that does these things, and he can, explain it with science, so-called science, and that. Go on.
Verse 7. All the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her mutations, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall even be as when an hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awakened, and behold, he is faint, and his soul is appetite. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion. So that's the same thing what the brother was saying about the banking system, man. All of them, the money's gonna go. They're gonna think that they're gonna look for food, look for water. They're thinking that they're in their dream. They're dreaming about food, man. They're dreaming about water, man. But when they wake up, they realize, damn, there's no money in the bank, man. You know what I mean? They can't go to Greg's, they can't go to Subway, can't go to Burger King and make it how you want, man. You can't make it how you want it, man.
Yeah, that's it.
The Most High has made it that you're gonna get hit by whirlwinds. Beasts are gonna come look for you. The beasts are gonna be hungry. The raccoons can't go and eat out of the bins anymore because they got nothing to feed them. Raccoons will start eating you. Foxes eating you.
The fowls of the air.
Yeah, it's gonna be dreadful, man.
Yeah, man. And the thing is, these same people that are controlling things, they're the ones that are flowing in wealth. They're not thinking about the spiritual things. It's all carnal to them. Everything is carnal. So yeah. On something else now, there was a 7.2 magnitude.
Jeremiah.
No, yeah, Jeremiah. Go on. So like it.
Jeremiah 23 from the top.
Yeah. Jeremiah 23:19.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury.
Yeah.
Even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked.
That's right, man. So these whirlwinds, they call them tornadoes, and what's the other one? Hurricanes and all them things. They even name them. That's how proud they are. They're proud, slacker they are.
Tornado.
This is from the Most High, man, and he's getting harder and harder on these things.
They name them alphabetically as well. Like, so if it's after Katrina, it'll be K and it'll be an L, M, N. They name them alphabetically. And
is it always? No, it's not always a male, is it? It's both, isn't it? Yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 20. And the anger of the Lord shall not return until he has executed, and will have performed the thoughts of his heart.
Yes.
In the latter days he shall consider it perfectly.
He shall consider it what?
He shall consider it perfectly.
That's right, man. So this is perfect judgment from the Most High. You know, like when he destroys cities, towns, and it's a perfect judgment
Of the
man.
wicked, man.
Yeah, that's it.
And I bet they're insured. We're not insured on natural disasters, but I bet
Yeah.
they're insured on that. The destruction was amazing, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. And you know, like it says, we're gonna glory and give the Most High honor, praises, and glory in everything that he does. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's previous to the enemies, that you know, whether he destroys places or whether he lifts up and he changes and he saves places, it's all praises, man.
Even
You
if
know?
it's previous to us, man.
Yeah,
We give praise.
That's right.
We say
That's
thank
right.
you for giving us that trial, man.
Yeah, that's it.
But got a correction
That's it.
for ourselves.
Yeah, that correction.
And that's what we kind of want to strive for, that he tests us and he gives us, because it says, what's it? The Most High is not going to give you more than you can bear. Do you know what I mean? So that's what we praise him in that too, man. You know, and Job's a perfect example of that. Do you know what I mean? We need to strive to be like Job. Do you know what I mean? In this wicked day, man.
Try to be like a whole shot.
Can't. So yeah, what's it? The National Security Council says that Russia is attempting a false flag operation to justify any attacks against civilian ships in the Black Sea and then to blame them on Ukraine. Yeah, so it says the declaration comes days after Russia backed out of a deal that helped move grain from Ukrainian ports, threatening global supply. So it says Russia has already announced publicly that all ships proceeding to the Ukrainian ports in Black Sea waters will be considered potential carriers of military cargo. Yeah, even though they are simply trying to pick up grain and food to be able to feed around the world. So now Putin's put out that order that any ships coming through the Black Sea, to Ukraine, he's suspecting them to be having weapons, and he's right to as well, because you know, how many times have we heard America and Europe, like England or UK and all that, giving arms to Ukraine
Every
to
minute,
help them.
Every minute my phone goes bling. Ukraine's done this.
Yeah.
Bling, like the sun. It's the sun, isn't it? If you subscribe to the sun, every minute you're seeing bling. Ukraine's done that. Bling. Ukraine's done this.
You know. So yeah, like Russia, Putin's putting his foot down now. And remember, again, them two countries, mainly Ukraine as well, are a big supplier of grain and wheat. Do you know what I mean? So this is what they're saying. It's usually just to pick up food and take it. But really, he's not having it. So he's put his foot down. It's been like over a year this whole thing's been happening, this war with Russia and Ukraine. And it's only now that he's actually putting his foot down on the Black Sea, which is like the gateway to Europe. Yeah, Europe and Ukraine.
That's gonna be mad. So imagine it is really the green.
Yeah.
Because maybe 70% of it possibly is green.
Yeah.
They have their toast, their egg, beans and toast and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the mornings. England love it, you know what I mean? Sandwich, ham sandwich. So it most probably is wheat, 90 or 70%.
Yeah.
But that means no more wheat for you guys.
And the thing is, it says
more
as
bread.
well that they do supply, I would say 70 or 80% or more to the Europe and the rest of the world.
So that's
It's like
Russia and Ukraine.
Cornmeal porridges, old porridges. All them things they are gonna be
Scarce.
scarce for you guys, man. You know Benjamites as well, love our cornmeal porridge, man.
What's it? On the same sort of topic still, it says the US and other world powers reached an agreement, yeah, so it's called the JCPOA, with Iran in 2015 to provide Tehran with over $100 billion in sanctions relief in exchange for temporary restrictions on Tehran's alleged atomic weapons program. So basically, NATO and you know, the US and his allies, basically in 2015 they made a thing like a treaty that they would give Iran $100 billion if they stop making dealing with nuclear energy and that, you know. And basically the Trump administration withdrew from that treaty in 2018 because, according to President Trump, the deal did not stop Iran's rulers from attempting to build nuclear weapons and impose an end to its state-sponsored terrorist activities. And now Biden's trying to get the treaty going again. But basically, Iran, they're making nukes, man. Is it Iraq or Iraq? Iran or Iraq that had the nuke city underneath? I think it was Iran, innit?
The Iranian scientists, innit?
Yeah, man. So they tried to offer them they gave them $100 billion for them to stop, to cease production on nuclear and atomic energy and all that, but they carried on doing it anyway with the money.
They funded them.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Because you know they hate the US. Do you know what I mean? They hate the US. So yeah, and then again, North Korea now warns there's nuclear repercussions after US submarines appeared in South Korea. Yeah, so it says North Korea threatens against US escalated 10 days ago when the Democratic People's Republic of Korea alleged that US Air Force violated their airspace over the East Sea several times. It's saying Pyongyang said that sending a US nuclear submarine to the Korean peninsula would create a very dangerous situation, bringing the region closer to the threshold of nuclear war. So now, US submarines have been seen in Korean waters now, and they're threatening the US. So yeah, man.
Then, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you get me Luke 21 and 10? Show. And another thing as well, US and NATO allies are running out and running dangerously low on ammo. So I'm not sure, I haven't really looked properly into that and whether that's true, you know what I mean? But that's just another thing that's happening right about that. Go on.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 10.
Put it out.
Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom.
And that's what we're seeing now, man. Nations against nations and kingdoms against kingdoms, which has been prophesied from old, man. That's why in Jeremiah it says all the prophets prophesied of war and pestilence. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing new under the sun. Like people, you know, that's how you know that Christianity, Islam, and all these other religions are the devil, basically, Satan, because they're not teaching this stuff. Yeah, they're not teaching it the truth. That's why it says that, you know, I might become your enemy because I teach you the truth. They want to hear sweet stuff and you know, they want to hear of peace. But we know that there's no peace, man, for the wicked. Get me, Bob, because you're Psalms 7 and 12. Finish on 13.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 12. And it reads, if he turneth not, he will weigheth his sword.
He will wet his sword.
Slakia. If he turneth not, he will wet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready.
Yeah.
He hath also prepared him the instruments of death.
The what?
The instruments of death.
Yeah.
He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors.
And that's what we're seeing, man. These are instruments of death. Submarines, nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Do you know what I mean? These are all of the Most High. He put it in these lot spirit to make these things, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, where's that? Isaiah, isn't it? Isaiah 58:16.
Yeah.
Isaiah, is it 58 or no? 54. Isaiah 54:16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instruments of his work.
For his work.
For his work.
Yeah.
I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, that's powerful, man. Because you know, because you know, going back in the old days.
And he ordaineth his arrows.
Yeah.
He orders the arrows where they want to go and where they need to point.
Right.
So they think that they're the ones that setting it in that place or in that place. The Most High is set them around to continue to build. You can't tell Iran I'll pay you off to stop building.
Try sanction them and all these things.
Yeah, but the Most High is ordained that they got to build that to aim the arrows at you.
Right. And what's it? When you look into history as well, back then in the days of our forefathers and that, there was swords, isn't it? There was arrows. You get me? That's how man went to war, isn't it? But now the Most High has put it in the wicked, mainly Esau's spirit, to make things that blow up. Like literally, like, you know, you gotta think about that, man. You know, that can only be of the Most High, innit? No East Edomite in a lab in a white flipping white suit with glasses on, dealing with atomic energy and all that, is coming up with this stuff, man.
Newtons.
Yeah, newtons and neutrons and all that. Newtons, that's it. You know, it's all of the Most High. That's why that was a brilliant precept, man, about I've created this smith that bloweth. Because that's what it was back in the day. To make an arrow, a nice sharp arrow, is a smith, innit? He's blowing the smith.
Blowing the coal.
In the coal, exactly. Banging the anvil. Do you get me?
Shaking.
But now, you got these Edomites in labs, man. These geeky little Edomites.
Caucasians.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And the
Making
others
bombs,
as well.
making bombs
And because don't think that Moab's doing it too.
No, but we know it's Oppenheimer, innit?
It was the first.
ones,
Of course. Because it would have had to been, innit?
Damn German, man.
You put it in their spirit to be the first.
It
You
was
get
a
it?
German working with Americans
Yeah, man.
to make a bomb against the Germans.
That's it, man. So yeah, man, lots happening, man. Like war is building up right about now, and we just need to stay sober, man. We need to watch what the Most High is showing us, and be able to go into the scriptures and know where we're at, man. Because it's only gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better, man. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's it, really. Do you want to bring that out? What?
First Peter, about what should be sober.
Yeah, 1 Peter 5 and 8. Yeah, I'll get
What, 5 and 8?
5
was in the one.
1 Peter 5 and 8. What, earlier? Oh, yeah. One.
Yeah, 5 and 8.
Go on, get 1 Peter 5 and 8. Baba Kashar.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
Shalom, King. Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
1 Peter 5 and 8.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, man. That's why we need to be sober, man, and we need to be diligent and
Circumspect.
watching and seeing when these spirits come up, man.
Right.
You know?
This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 12. unto whom it was revealed.
Leave it.
Throw it in the
Don't
bin, bro.
give it.
Look, get that on camera.
Leave it, don't touch it.
Don't touch it up. Don't touch it up. Man, get it on camera, man.
The brother came up and he dropped his tobacco. That's not good. Maybe the most I put it there for a reason. And get this guy standing there in the green as well. Still not going to be.
Why?
He just does that slide.
And he waited there till we saw him, till we we acknowledged him. But actually waited there till we acknowledged him as well. Madness, man. Anyway, look, that's the spirits that are out here, man. This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 12. Unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us they did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which things the angels desire to look into. So yeah, man, these things that we've been going through, alright, is the things that the prophets were going into, man.
Yeah.
The prophets was going into these things, and now it's been revealed unto us today to make it plain upon tables for you guys, man.
That's right. That's right.
These things that we've been revealed, it's like, that's how they say, oh, how is that Bible true? How is that Bible, that's man written and whatever. But we went through prophecies where they didn't even know how to talk about nuclear destruction and nuclear weapons, man. How would they know about neutrons and nukes and flames and fire that will be created in the future?
Fuel of fire.
Come on, be real. That isn't something that you can plan out.
Yeah. No way.
How are you gonna plan that you're gonna have the knowledge to make a nuclear weapon? You're not. Only the Most High knows things like that, man.
What does
Yeah, so these men are putting too much proud. That's what Jake does as well. They give too much benefits to Edomites. Oh, the white man.
Yeah.
Oh, the white man done that in tornado. Oh, that's another.
White man went to the moon.
That's the heart machine.
All of these things.
They created that earthquake, man. That's the white man. This is another one of the. They don't give no credit or no dues or glorify the magnificent power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Alright, this is 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 13. Wherefore gird up thy loins wherefore gird up the loins of your mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not gird up the loins of your trousers, man. Gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you by the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's why when we read in Revelations about we have to be in the spirit of prophecy, man.
That's right.
You got to be in the spirit of going here a little, there a little, and understanding what we're going, being watchmen and making it plain upon tables. This is what's going on now, man.
That's right.
That's why we read 2 Ezra 9. That's why we read Habakkuk chapter 2. Alright? We have to watch what's going on in these times, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And that's what we're doing right now. We're standing watch, and we're trying to warn the people, man. You know, because as much as we can. We're here and forget. That's right.
That's right.
You know.
Because all this soon burn up
In season,
out
and
season.
out of season, man.
That's right.
Amigo.
You can't say it was raining
Español
and
poquito
we
inglés.
never saw you. You can't say it was snowing and we never saw you.
Español.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't say it was
Conquistador.
baking hot.
Christopher Columbus.
And we wasn't out
Colonized.
here, man.
That's
We
right.
came out
Man.
here in all seasons, man.
That's right. Snow.
Either way.
Rain. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. I don't think I've seen anything
Yeah,
else.
man.
Yeah?
The days are getting shorter as well, man. I don't know, like, you know, all of a sudden it's the end of the day, the end of the week. So we know that the testimonies are sure and they're true, man. You can't, you know what I mean? Get that
Matthew 24, verse 35.
for
I think you got to try.
yeah, I was gonna go to second Ezra's 15 and 1. Well, no. Well, what was it? Yeah. Read that one. Yeah, read that one.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 25.
Yeah.
Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you,
No. Go up. Today.
24,
Yeah. So 22 is 22.
Calm. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. Except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
That's right.
Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, there is Christ, or there believe it not, there shall arise false Christs and false prophets that shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch if it were possible, they should deceive the very elect.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So they won't be able to deceive the elect. And the days are being shorter for the elect's sake. So everything, the elect are here right now on this earth, and they don't want it to be. They don't want this place to go on forever, man. Get that in 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 9.
Can I quickly get this one?
This that's it. You're in the 2nd Ezra chapter 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Get the one where it says.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to this one. 13. That's
Yeah,
where
sure.
you're-
Yeah, 13. Yeah. 13.
This is 2nd Ezra 2 and verse 13. Go and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you that they might be shortened.
Yeah.
The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So that's what.
we're meant to pray for that.
Yeah, and that First Peter. Go back to First Peter again. That's what the First Peter was getting into, man. The Most High has already prepared a kingdom, man, for His elect, man.
Right.
First Peter chapter 1.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1 and
Go to verse 3.
verse 3,
verse 2.
Verse 2. Elect according to the foreknowledge of power, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach. Grace
Go on.
unto you and peace be multiplied.
Yeah. Shalom. Go on.
Blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach,
Blessed be Yahweh.
which according to his abundant mercy
Barakatah Yahweh. Come on.
have begotten us unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach from the dead,
Read.
to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled,
That's
and
right.
that fadeth not away.
That's the part, man. That's the part that puts that would put the elect to bed, man. They would love, that's beautiful when you read that before you go to bed, man. You can dream. You've got beautiful dreams, man. Read that again.
Yeah, so verse 4 says, to an inheritance incorruptible
Inheritance
and undefiled,
incorruptible, undefiled.
and that fadeth not away.
It's not gonna fade away, man.
Yeah.
Like the grass withereth and fadeth away, man.
That's right.
Alright, go on.
Reserved in heaven for you,
Reserved in heaven, man. That's, right, go on.
yeah, who are kept by the power of the Most High Yahweh through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
That's what we're talking about, the revealing, man. Right, the revealing is in the scriptures about what's gonna happen, man. That's why it says they're gonna it's gonna be happy, man, for them that wash their feet in the blood of the wicked, man. It's gonna be happy when they take of their little ones and dash them to the stones, man.
Come.
You think it's gonna be a sad day? Oh no, I feel sorry for you. Oh, not Robert, not Robbie. Right? It's gonna be happy, man.
Come.
That's the spirit the saints are gonna be in, man. Like the elect are gonna be in, man.
Right.
Right.
That's what we need to be in, man. Yahweh Ratazah, man. Because, you know, the Most High has got a
Big
kingdom reserved for us.
Good, lion. Yeah, lion.
You know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you say? So bring it out, man.
Yeah.
Come.
Come, where's the mic?